I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about tech sales and how you guys can get in and make that killer money, make that big time money. Corey says the heat airports are running low on car rentals as well, man. I'm telling you, it's these travel days have been crazy as of late. And of course, with it being the 4th of July weekend, man, I was just trying to make sure that I got home. Got my brother Christian in the house who is in tech sales now, getting ready to get to that tech sales bag. And guys, this is going to be a pretty open conversation. Me just giving you guys some game about tech sales, man, because many of you guys just don't know. And here's the thing. The biggest reason why I want to talk about this is because I want you guys to get to the money. Man. It's not fun being broke. It's not fun being broke, man. Like, I don't have one of my bags. So when I went to San Francisco, I had to go and buy myself a whole new outfit. I bought myself new luggage, Tumi luggage. I bought myself some new glasses, some new cologne. I went shopping for myself because, you know what, I had the money to be able to do it. And I want you guys to just, understand that when you go into a career like tech sales, you may not be making the money right away, but ultimately you will get there. And it's going to be a buildup, and you're going to make more money than you ever have. And I'm going to tell you like this. I don't want you to be broke anymore. There's too many people that are broke. And that's the reason why people talk about racism. And that's the reason why people talk about all the non-opportunities that exist, all the BS that exists out there, because they're broke. When you have money in your pockets, guys, you don't see all that extra stuff that people complain about. I'm just going to tell you like this. You don't see it. Your mirror is not on the broke stuff. It's not even on the news. It's not on any of that crap that goes on. And for the people who are watching it, I'm going to tell you like this. The reason why they're watching that stuff is because they're broke. And I don't want you guys to be broke. So I'm going to talk to you guys about tech sales. I took some notes while I was on the airport or in the airplane. Let me get my words right, man. I took some notes while I was in the airplane. And I wanted to just come to you guys and just talk to you guys about tech sales from its foundation. What is tech sales? I'm going to be hitting on. So let's talk about what is tech sales, right? So, I entered tech sales about 5-6 years ago, back in 2018. And my definition of tech sales is you as an individual working for a company. What you're trying to do is you're trying to sell your product or services to another business that needs your help. That's all it is. It's fundamental level is you are selling your products or services for the company that you work for to another business that needs it for whatever problems that they may have. They may have a problem with inventory. They may have a problem with not being able to see their sales. They may have a problem with not being able to deliver things in an efficient manner. You have the product or the service that your company produces, right? And you're able to sell that to the other company. So it's business to business sales. That's at its fundamental level. That's what tech sales is you selling a product, services to another company that needs it, right? And how do you go about doing that? Well, you go about doing that by making connections. You go about doing that by talking to people. You go about doing that by phone calls, emails, and so forth. So at its fundamental level, guys, tech sales is selling products or services. It could be cloud, could be managed services. Many of you guys don't know what managed services is, but think about it from a cloud perspective. I'll give you the definition of cloud. Cloud is nothing but storage of a service that exists not in your own data center. That's all it is, where you can have access to it across the world, right? By using a web browser. It could be a cloud service or a cloud product. It could be a managed service. Managed service is basically you leveraging somebody else's resources to do something on your behalf, right? It could be the fact that it is a software product, a CRM product like Salesforce. It could be a CRM product like Salesforce where you're able to track your sales and your sales staff and opportunities that they may have. It could be conference software where you're able to leverage technology from somebody else to make calls like Zoom. All that is technology. So think about it from this way. Products, software products typically, right? Services, managed services, people, processes and so forth, as well as cloud and sometimes hardware as well too, because hardware falls in that as well, where it could be you're selling servers, or you're selling, other hardware tools such as, mobile phones, security devices, cameras, and stuff like that. So at its fundamental level, guys, you know what tech sales is. Now you also know what exists in tech sales from the things that you can actually sell. Okay. So now that I talked about those 2 points, I'm going to give you an example of what I do. Okay. I want to give you an example of what I do in tech sales, because I've been doing this for a long time. And many of you guys probably think I'm in tech sales. I am in tech sales, right? But I'm not an individual contributor anymore. I'm no longer an enterprise account executive. I'm actually a general manager over a $50 million business unit. So I have a whole bunch of account executives working under my leadership, right? And I have VPs of sales, sales management, and so forth, right? So, but getting back to the role of an account executive, what did I do as an account executive? I'll tell you exactly what I did as an account executive. I spoke to businesses about their software issues that they may have, or problems that they may have related to their logistics and moving of inventory. So for instance, if there is a company that needed more visibility onto the number of pallets of computer PCs, right? Because typically when you manufacture PCs, they come in a whole bunch of boxes, right? And you have to store that into a warehouse in a logistics center, and each one of those boxes have a SKU on it. And if you weren't able to keep track of those different SKUs because your warehouse problems or your warehouse software or your inventory control systems aren't working, I'm the person that helps to solve that. I would sell you a warehouse management system or inventory control system or a supply chain optimization system. That's what I did within my sales career, guys. That's what I did. I sold software to help people keep track of their inventory, the movement, the tracking of their inventory throughout the entire supply chain. It could be the fact that you want to ship it from China via ocean all the way back to the United States. Well, you need that visibility. How long is it going to take? Right? When it was delivered, who was it delivered to? Does it have to clear customs? These are all of the things that I sold as an account executive. These are big dollar purchases, and these are big problem solvers for a lot of the major manufacturers that's out there. So who uses our products? Companies like Microsoft, companies like Dell, companies like HP, all of those guys use our products. So, right? So I'm selling to these bigger companies. Therefore, they're paying me or they're paying my company millions of dollars for this service, this software, and I get commissions on top of that, right? So if I sell something for about $2 million and my commission plan is about 15%, right? You already know that's close to $200,000 or more than $200,000 that I would actually get. Okay, so that's what I did within my sales career, guys. And I wanted to just share that with you so that you have a better understanding of what it is that I actually sold myself. Now, let's talk about the pros of getting into tech sales. Guys, I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but go and check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram. Yesterday, I did a live stream from a vineyard. One of the pros of being in tech sales is the fact that you get to travel, guys. I mean, like I was in Denver last week, right? On Monday, or this week, I was in Denver on Monday. I flew from Denver to San Francisco early Wednesday morning. I was in San Francisco until I got home this morning. But while I was in San Francisco, I took a trip down south to San Jose. And on Friday, I worked from the vineyard. So some of the pros of being in tech sales is the fact that you get to travel, guys. You get to travel. You get to see the world on the company's dime. You get the nice little budget. You get to go all over the world and check out customers and meet some awesome people, go to trade shows, build your network, right? Learn new things, go to, training events. All that is a big pro into getting into tech sales.